Yizzo, you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? Now listen, man, you can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan, you know what I suggest. And yeah, I definitely suggest that you tap in. So let's get right into it. Now listen, you already know time and energy, the highest forms of currency, my G. Time and energy are the highest forms of currency. I know they got you out here chasing the bag, chasing that money, chasing that moolah, getting to that guap, stacking that paper. But always keep in the front of your mental Rolodex that time and energy are the highest forms of currency, my G, at all times. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Big salute to all my day one investors. Everybody that been tapped into the channel since day one. Everybody that been growing this channel. You know, we growing it organically. You already know it's constant elevation. We not stopping. We on our way to the top, approaching 23,000 subscribers. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Even bigger salute to all my newcomers, everybody that's making their way to Grown Man Business TV, everybody that's beating the algorithm, you know what I'm saying, beating the shadow band and making their way to the Realest channel on YouTube. I carved out a lane for the real, and I'm the only one in it. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Now, you see the thumbnail. You see the thumbnail, and I'm sure you see the title. You know, Surviving the Zulu Nation. Surviving the Zulu Nation. Now, one thing for sure, two things for certain. We're going to talk about this. We're going to definitely get into the situation. I want to give a big salute to Hassan Campbell. You know what I'm saying? Amazing live stream, homie. Keep grinding. Keep doing what you do. You know, you got to understand something, that it's a lot of people. It's more people than not that appreciate what you did, exposing the Zulu Nation, exposing Africa Bambaataa, exposing the origin of the title hip-hop. Yeah. He, you know, these guys didn't create the culture. The culture was already here. FBA, you know, foundational Black Americans, we already was rapping and tapping, spitting and skitting. We was doing that in the South a long time ago, way before New York got a piece of it, way before, you know, Africa Bambaataa, the Zulu Nation, way before the Bronx was able to claim and say that they created hip hop. We had already created rapping and tapping and spitting and skitting. You understand what I'm saying? But New York did create the title hip hop. Hip hop. Because it's for sure 100% facts that the creators of hip hop was hopping in hips and hipping and hopping. They you know, yeah. In the Bronx, New York, them dudes was hopping and hipping and hipping and hopping. So we gonna talk about that. And again, big salute to Haas, man, for just having enough courage, having enough gumption, and not being totally afraid to step out there and sacrifice his whole image, his likeness, his name, sacrifice himself to expose what they was doing out there in the Bronx, New York. Now, big salute to the chat. Make sure you wipe your feet. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. When you come here to Grown Man Business TV, you already know how for strike the channel, so it really slowed down the numbers, but we ain't stopping. We ain't never gonna stop. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Now, last night we had an amazing live stream, homie. Last night I did a live stream about Bussy Busta, aka Busta Rhymes, and the things that he said about foundational Black Americans, the things that he said about America. You understand what I'm saying? Being as though he's of Jamaican descent. He's really Jamaican. He's not FBA, right? And you got to know something, man. The higher ups and the elites are always watching and always playing chess at the highest level. And if you notice that live stream is not up. That live stream had to come down due to, you know, some content that was used, due to, you know, the narrative that they want painted when it come to hip hop, when it come to this genre, to this culture. You understand? And anytime you go against the establishment, anytime you talk against the narrative, the agenda, you know, you're going to have some pushback. You're going to have some backlash. But I'm here to tell y'all something. Big salute to the chat. I'm here to let y'all know something on this beautiful Saturday. Anytime one door closes, a better door is going to open. Listen. Anytime you see a door close in your face, an opportunity close in your face, you got to have faith, and you got to understand that another door, a bigger opportunity is about to come. And here we go. That live stream got taken down. But I wake up this morning and I see Hassan Campbell going in, doing work in these YouTube streets. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, really cleaning up certain alleys when it come to hip hop, when it come to this culture. And I said, yeah, man, perfect timing. We going right back in. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be, man. Yeah, this is Big VA today. Big Virginia. You already know it's the big one, not the little one. Big 757. So I got the charm on, I got the chain on. You see, I got that Allen Iverson throwback jersey on because this is Virginia, man. This is Virginia. So don't never get that confused. Don't never get that confused. And we're going to address all the, it's just a lot being said that I don't mind confronting and I don't mind addressing. So big salute to the chat. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. And let's talk about this now. Now, Busta Rhymes, you understand what I'm saying? He said something a long time ago about American culture. He disrespected black people. He disrespected FBA. He disrespected American culture. You understand what I'm saying? And this right here is a byproduct of what they was doing in New York City when they established hip hop. Yeah. New York City, it's official. And we always hear them, they say that they started hip hop and they created hip hop and they want us to pay homage for what they created. And we always did. We always paid respect. We always said, you know what? I love hip hop. We love hip hop. And it was created in the Bronx, New York. But the one thing they left out is that it was created by predators in the Bronx, New York. It was created by men that were a part of the village people, men that were a part of the Rainbow Coalition. Those are the men in New York City that created hip hop. Because after they got done rapping and tap, after they got done doing a hip hop situation, they was hopping and hipping and hopping. You gotta, the term hip hop, hop and hip. You was hopping in hips. Y'all was hopping in hips. Y'all was hipping and hopping. It's nasty work, homie. And again, like I said, yeah, the live stream from last night, they took that down. Big salute, my J. I see you in the chat. They took that down. AB, I see you in the chat. I woke up to some notifications. So no problem, YouTube. We're going to take that video down, but you ain't know that we was going to double right back. Yeah. We was going to double right back, and we going to run the numbers even higher. Even higher, because people really want to know, and they really want, the definition. They really want you to break down and dissect hip hop. So New Yorkers, listen, we ain't gonna take that from y'all. Y'all created the title hip hop, but y'all never explained where that title came from. Y'all never really broke down and told us where that name came from. Why that name? Because you already know, again, the Jubilees was already rapping and tapping, spitting and skitting. I can't play it for y'all, but you already know they had 3-piece suits on. This is way before hip hop. And that's where it get nasty, because y'all want to claim y'all want to claim the fruits of y'all labor. Y'all want to claim the gangster part. Y'all want to claim the flashy part. Y'all want to claim that y'all created something that was already created, right? And then y'all want to leave out the part where y'all got Africa Bambaataa. Y'all got Africa Bambaataa in the Bronx, New York, hipping and hopping and hipping and hopping. Any rapper, any little artist, any little boy that was roaming around the Bronx, New York, the creator of the name hip hop was hipping and hopping and hipping. And y'all let that slide under the rug. And when we talk about it, now we hating on New York. Now we hating on nah, homie. That's what Grown Man Business TV come in at. I'ma correct y'all on that. We ain't hating on that. Rapping and tapping, spitting and skitting been here a long time. It been here a long time. Hip hop, that's the culture that y'all brought to this. And we're gonna talk about that because, again, like I said, Busta Rhymes, he spoke about American culture. He said that America has no culture. Everything that America does is a mixture of Latino and Caribbean culture. When it comes to hip hop, that's all Latino and Caribbean culture. That's what Busta Rhymes told us. But he didn't explain to us what part of the culture they brought to it. I'm here to tell you it's the Bonte Boy culture. Bonte Boy culture. If you don't know what Bonte Boy is, do your research. So That's the culture y'all brought to this beautiful art form that we had already created in the South. That's what y'all brought to this. So let's salute to the chat. You already know how we giving it up. We in here. And like I said, we had an amazing live stream last night. And they made me take it down. Not understanding that grown men that stand on grown man business, you can't stop this energy. You can't stop the information. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run it back and I'm going to run the numbers up even higher. OG Bobby Johnson, I see you in the chat. Tracy Young, what it do? Nasty work, homie. Nasty work. And again, I got to say this, man. I got to say it. You know, I don't care what you think about Hassan Campbell. I don't care how you feel about Hassan Campbell. I'm here to tell you, I'm here to refresh your memory that that's what it took. Because if it wasn't for Hassan Campbell, we would have never known about the Bonte boys in New York that created the term hip hop. We would have never known about the Bonte boys in Bronx River that was hipping and hopping with little kids. Hipping and hopping with each other. You know, when they said the freaks come out at night, the freaks come out at night. When they said the freaks come out, they wasn't talking about women and gorgeous ladies and beautiful. Nah, they was talking about little boys. They was talking about B. Stinger Savage, Hassan Campbell. They was talking about the Zulu Nation, the village people. That's what they was talking about when they told y'all the freaks come out at night. The freaks come out. So I'm going to salute Haas for having enough courage, man, to step out there. You understand? Like not just Hassan Campbell, but Star Report. For, you know, Star from Star and Buck Wild, big salute to Star. He know who Grown Man Business TV is. He already spoke my name before. He already seen my content. He already reached out to me in the DMs. I mean, the emails. I don't already spoke to Star. Star from Buck Wild. He know who Grown Man Business TV is. And he even stepped out there years ago and gave Hassan Campbell a platform to speak his mind and to give that game up. Gave, you know, Ron, what's his name? Ronald, B. Stinger Savage. Gave him a platform to speak his mind and to tell his truth. So I want to, you know, you got to salute these men, homie. If you like it or not, you're going to salute men that stand on grown man business. Because it took a lot. If it wasn't for Hassan Campbell, we wouldn't know this side of hip hop. We wouldn't know. You know, the New York dudes would be telling us that we need to respect that they made hip hop. You know, Jay-Z and Rakim. Right? But they left out. They would have never told us about Africa Bambaataa because word is they all knew that Africa Bambaataa and the Zulu Nation was a bunch of fruit roll-ups. Huh? We all eat fruit roll-ups before. You know, so I'm just saying I got to be very careful how I speak about these situations. And we all have fruit roll-ups. I'm just saying that they would have never told us. And even Zippy with the Drippy said out of his mouth before that everybody knew the Zulu Nation was a part of that coalition. Everybody knew. All the gangsters knew. Everybody in New York City, everybody in all the 5 boroughs knew that the Zulu Nation were really the village people. But they never told us that in VA. They never let us know that. They never told everybody what was going on, but So that's why we got to address this. It ain't no hate for New York, my G. It's the fact is New York got some big shoes to fill. New York is where they created the term hip hop. In the Bronx, New York, to be specific. And guess what? In the Bronx, New York, and Bronx River, that's where Bambaataa was hipping and hopping with them little boys. He was hipping and hopping. With Ron B. Stinger Savage, he was hipping and hopping, hopping and hipping, hipping and hopping and hopping and hipping. That's what they was doing, and they got all of us talking about hip hop. So we gonna talk about this now. I wanna play. You know, I'm gonna play something for y'all. I'm gonna play something for y'all, and we gonna listen to this, and then we gonna double back. Big salute to the chat, man. Get them numbers up. I already told you, run them likes up. You already listen. You already know, right? You already, I can't tell you no different than what it really is. You already know they hit the channel. No Hoffa, Math Diddy, Math Cosby, Math Tyson, Math Epstein. You know Math. His name is on the paperwork right here. You know who I'm talking about. His name is on the paperwork right here. He strike my channel. I already took action. I got a counter notification going in. I'm awaiting the review. Until then, make sure y'all hit those like buttons, man. This is serious. This is serious right here. This is a serious topic. It can easily go left where you could get to laughing but we're going to really keep it serious about this because I want to talk about the disrespect y'all brought to the culture. The disrespect that y'all brought to this culture. Because again, we was rapping and tapping, spitting and skitting way before hip hop. Way before hip hop. We got plenty of culture in America. Huh? Foundational black Americans, the Negro farmers. We had, man, come on, man. We was living and building stuff way better than what y'all was doing in Jamaica. Way better than what y'all was doing in the Caribbeans. So to disrespect our culture is nasty work, homie. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is and it'll be what it's gonna be. To try to step on our culture and then take claim or whatever y'all felt, but leave out the fact that the culture y'all brought from Jamaica, because this ain't no disrespect to Jamaicans. I rock with Jamaicans. But all Jamaicans, they use a term called Bonty boy. Bonty. So what y'all brought to the culture from Jamaica was Bonty boy culture. And you got to be held responsible for that, homie. You got to be held responsible for that. That's what you brought, Busta Rhymes, to the culture. All right, so let's talk about this. Salute to the chat. Like I said, make sure y'all hit the like button, man. Let's listen to Busta. Let's listen to Busta say what he got to say about this.
People, but even here in the United States, where the multicultural, because the U.S. ain't got no culture, they shit is all our shit. A bunch of our shit is what makes the U.S. whatever you want to call it. We still don't know what that. Where the multicultural, because the U.S. ain't got no culture. They shit is all our shit. A bunch of our shit is what makes the U.S. whatever you. The multicultural, because the U.S. ain't got no culture. They shit is all our shit. A bunch of our shit is what makes the U.S. whatever you want to call it. We still don't know what that culture is for the U.S., but it's a mix-up of all of our cultures in the urban community. You know, the Latino and the West Indian has the greatest influence, and we've always had, and we'll always will, and the multicultural.
So you telling me the West Indian culture and the Latino culture has the most influence when it comes to hip-hop? Right? Right? You said that, Busta Rhymes. You said that y'all have the most influence when it comes to hip-hop. You always have and you always will. Well, we already know that Busta Rhymes is from Jamaica, right? Well, let me show y'all something else that I found out. Let's really break into this. Let's really break into this situation. It's nasty work. I want y'all to read something. Look at this. What that say? Africa Bambaataa was born Lance Taylor in the Bronx, New York, to parents who had immigrated to the United States from Jamaica and Barbados. Right there, homie. Right there. Africa Bambaataa was born Lance Taylor in the Bronx, New York, to parents who had immigrated to the United States from Jamaica and Barbados. Right there. So, Busta, you from Jamaica, you are of Jamaican descent, right? You were born to parents that immigrated to America, right? Just like Bambaataa was. So when you say y'all brought the culture and y'all culture is what America culture is made of, what culture exactly are you talking about? Well, I'm going to tell you. The Bonty boy culture. This culture. This is the culture you brought to America right here. Right here, Buster. Oh, we gonna play ball today. Make sure y'all run them likes up. Make sure y'all run them likes up. Africa Bambaataa is a Jamaican and Barbados descent. He was born to immigrants that came over here. Busta Rhymes is the same way, right? Bumba clot pussy with a bumba ras, right? Pussy bumba clot, right? That's your culture, right? But don't leave out the Bonty boy part. Yeah, this is the part that you brought to the culture, Buster. This is what you brought to the culture, Buster. Right here. Right here. Look at Buster in Atlanta with a dress on. Yeah. You was in Atlanta with a dress on. Look how he moving. Look at his movements. Yeah, we gonna call you out for what it is, Busta Rhymes. Bussy. Boy Bussy. Mookie Buster. Boy Buster. Bussy. Come on, man. We not gonna let this slide, homie. When it come down to FBA, we not letting this ride, Bus. We gonna call you out. Now look at Buster. Look how he moving around out there in Atlanta. Look how he got a dress on. Look at him. Look at him. Watch his hips right here. Look at his hips. Watch his legs and his hips. Huh? There you go. Huh? There you go. Huh? There you go. The Bonty boy coming out of him. Yeah. Look at him. Watch his hips. Watch his hips. Huh? The Bonty boy. That's what you brought to the culture, homie. This is Busta Rhymes just a week ago in Atlanta performing with Missy Elliott with a damn dress on. So I got to keep it real with you, man. I got to keep it real with you, like all the way official, all the way 100. I got to keep it all the way, we just going to keep it funky. New York said they started hip hop. And you know, when you really break this down, you understand that rapping and tapping and spitting and skitting was here long before hip hop was here. But when it got to New York City and it got to the Bronx, New York, they titled it hip hop. A hip, a hop, a hippie, the hip hop, the whopper, you don't stop, the rocket to the bang bang boogie, the up jumps the boogie with a boogie and the boogie to be. They was boogieing the boogie to be up there in New York City. They was hip hop, the hippie, the hop hop. They was hipping and hopping. Yeah. You never heard it that way, have you? You never asked yourself, where did the title hip hop? Because they was hopping in hips and hipping and hopping with each other out there. But Busta Bus. So before you ever speak on American culture, boy, you need to address your culture. Why do you have a halter top on with your breast out, your cleavage out, with a damn dog collar coming down the middle of your cleavage? This halter top and this halter top is the same halter top. Buster is in Buster. Word is you was asking for boys just like Bambaataa was asking for boys. That's allegedly Busta Bus. Why do you have a halter top on with a damn dog collar going down the middle of your breast right there? Yeah. You got the middle of your breast pushing out your man chest. You looking more feminine than Rod Digger. But you telling me that this is the culture you brought to America. Because America, if I let you tell it, right, has no culture and it's only made up and mixed up with your culture. You from Jamaica? Africa Bambaataa's from Jamaica as well. Is what it is and it'll be what it's gonna be. I got a lot of people in the DM that's asking me and saying that, it's a hate train towards New York City and why am I going at New York City? And I'm not going to go down my credentials when it comes to New York City ever again. If you know, you know. If you don't, you know. I'm from VA, but I'm good in East New York. I'm good in Brooklyn. I'm not going to go down my credentials, but I'm going to tell you this. When you are the creator of a term called hip hop that has circled the globe a million times, you got people in Africa, you got people in China, you got people in goddamn all over Asia, Australia, all over the globe, rapping and tapping, spitting and skitting, using this term hip hop. That come with a lot of responsibility, homie. That come with a lot of responsibility. That come with a lot of grown man business. You got to be standing firm with your feet on the ground, planted on the soil, and you got to stand on business. There is no room for error when you claim something like that, right? Because New York, they don't say, listen, man, this culture been around for hundreds of years, but when we got it, we named it hip hop and we made it our own. New York claimed that they created it. So, you know, when you say that you created something, you got to ask yourself this question. You got to ask yourself, if you created it, how did it turn out this way? How did it turn out this way? If you created it, right? You are responsible for it. You are the main reason why it is what it is. How did it turn out this way? You know how it turned out this way? Because black people, we create the culture. We create anything that moves on this globe. That's what we do on this planet. We create things. We are the creator. We are the black men, right? And because the Caribbean dudes and people from Africa, they all look like us, foundational black Americans. They actually are allowed to act like us until they feel comfortable enough to indulge in their own culture. We let them come into our culture. We let them influence certain things. We let them bring their culture and mix it with our culture. And this is a part of the culture that they, you know, this is what we got from it. It just is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. You got to be honest about it. You got to be real about it. You know, a whole museum is being made in New York City celebrating hip hop culture. It's called the Hip Hop Museum. And you got to understand something, that they having a problem really getting this thing where they wanted at because of these allegations, because of these facts about hip hop that y'all tried to leave out for so long. You know, we all been bamboozled, homie. Even myself, we all grew up loving the term hip hop. Not even the culture, just the term hip hop. We all wanted to be down with hip hop, but only in New York City was the founders and creators of the term hip hop using it to hip and hop and hips and hippity hopping and the hips and yeah, they was hippity hopping and hips with each other. That shit wasn't happening in VA. We didn't know that that's what y'all was doing in New York City. That wasn't happening in Cali. That wasn't happening nowhere else in Texas. That wasn't a part of the culture. But I'm gonna tell you this: Haas said some very. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Let me look at something real quick. Salute the Haas, man. You got to respect the man that's gonna stand on business. Haas spoke about Ice Cube. Now, you know what? Hold on. Let me salute the Hassan Campbell. Let's let Haas say what he had to say, man. Let's let Haas speak, man.
That this man is a gatekeeper. He is the foundation. He is the one who started hip hop. Never mind, we ain't even got to go back and forth whether it was him or was Kool Herc or was Disco Mario. We talking about the one that's here right now, the one that's responsible for massive rappers behind the scene that y'all don't even know. That's part of the Zulu Nation. You got your Ice T's, you got your Ice Cubes, you got your LL Cool J's, some of the biggest of the biggest. What part y'all don't understand? You got your Ice Cubes. Never mind, we ain't even got to go back and forth whether it was him or was Kool Herc or was Disco Mario. We talking about the one that's here right now, the one that's responsible for massive rappers behind the scene that y'all don't even know. That's part of the Zulu Nation. You got your Ice T's, you got your Ice Cubes, you got your LL Cool J's.
Let's stop right there. Let's stop right there. Because I told y'all it wasn't going down in VA like that. It wasn't going down in Texas. We wasn't using hip hop to hop in hips and hip and hop and hoppity hip with other. We wasn't using that term. We wasn't using the culture for that. But in New York City, that's what they was doing. That's what y'all was doing. And I said two prominent names that soon as I heard them, my wheels started to turn. My wheels started to turn. Ice-T and Ice Cube. Now listen, let's start with Ice Cube, right? When Ice Cube was on the West Coast, and he was doing NWA, and he was doing No Vaseline and all of that, that's all it was. It was enjoying the culture. It was enjoying hip hop. But then we saw Ice Cube venture out to New York City. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember when Ice Cube came to New York City and Ice Cube was, you know, doing a whole New York album produced by New York producers. You remember when Ice Cube was going through that whole transition and he was out there in New York City? Well, Hassan Campbell said that Ice Cube was down with the Zulu Nation. So if you ask, you know, it sounds like it's like he's insinuating that, yeah, because what you got to do to get down with the Zulu Nation? You don't just get down with the Zulu Nation, homie. Obviously. Everybody that wanted to be down with the Zulu Nation had to get hip-hopped and hoppity-hipped and bang-bang boogie to up jumps the boogie to the boogie of the boogie to be. That's what was going on. So when Hassan Campbell get the name in these names, we wouldn't even have known that Ice Cube allegedly is down with the Zulu Nation. Okay, that ain't enough for you. Let's go a little bit further, right? Let's go a little bit further, right? I ain't putting no smut on his name, OG Bobby Johnson. I'm just saying Haas said he was down with the Zulu Nation. I'ma say allegedly. They saying he was down with the Zulu Nation, homie. And Haas know better than all of us what was going down in the Zulu Nation and who was involved with the Zulu Nation. Right? Let's go a step further. Ice-T. Now, think about this, OG. Back in them days, you had the West Coast, you had the East Coast. New York dudes they was doing New York. This is the old New York. You got the West Coast. This is the old West Coast. Jerry curls, all that, right? Ice-T starred in a movie called New Jack City. And it was always kind of weird to me how you got this West Coast dude that wear Jerry curls and perms was able to get a role playing a New York cop. You understand what I'm saying? And in a full role in this New York City movie, New Jack City. Haas is saying that Ice-T was down with the Zulu Nation. So when you kind of can see through the smoke and mirrors, you can almost connect the dots, homie. What did Ice-T do with, how do you get in the Zulu Nation? How do you get down with the Zulu Nation? Because it would have been a New Yorker, it would have been somebody more close to the culture that would have got that role if you ask me. But that's neither here nor there. That's neither here or there. That's neither here nor there, yo. You know, I ain't gonna lie, OG, you know, just to address, you know, I see you and I rock with you, right? If Haas is speaking a lot of gibberish, then it'd just be gibberish, bro. But Haas been ringing bells when it comes to the Zulu Nation for years now. And trust me, the Zulu Nation ain't taking that shit as gibberish. Africa Bambaataa, all of the activities that was going on behind the curtain with the Zulu Nation, they not sitting back and saying, man, we ain't worried about Haas, he lying. We ain't worried about Hassan Campbell, he speaking a bunch of gibberish. They ain't acting like that. They ain't moving like that. Because in this very video, you got, they playing recordings, bro. Haas is playing recordings of the founders of the Zulu Nation trying to bribe Ronald B. Stinger out of talking about what he been through with Africa Bambaataa. You understand what I'm saying? Like he played a lot in this live stream, homie. And I gotta salute Haas because I know I could use the content. YouTube a dangerous place when it come to information, homie. YouTube is a dangerous place when it come to information. You get to talk in a certain way. You get to expose in a certain thing. You get to, you bringing certain shit to the light. And you can get terminated. Okay, just talk. He was one of the biggest rappers at the time, but let me also say this. He was one of the most blackballed rappers at the time. Don't leave that part out. Ice-T had a song called Cop Killer. Ice-T had a song talking about running down on police officers, doing X, Y, and Z. Running down on government officials, doing X, Y, and Z. He was being blackballed to the point where he had to take that song down. He had to scrap that shit. So ain't no way he just would have got that role off the rip like that, if you ask me. See again, this don't just go for New Yorkers, right? But when we talk about these things, let's not leave certain parts out. Let's not leave certain parts. Yo, go do your research and listen to Ice-T talk about what he was going through because of that song that I just mentioned. I'm not saying that he ain't get the role because he's not a talented actor or nothing like that. But did you know that Ice-T was down with the Zulu Nation? You ain't know that, did you, Just Talk? You ain't never heard that before, have you? You ain't never heard that Ice-T he got the role because he's a talented rapper. But somehow, some way, out there in New York City, he was rubbing shoulders with dudes that was hopping and hipping. You know, the guys that created hip hop. Hip, the hop, the hippie, the hip hop, the rock, don't stop the rock, the bang bang boogie. Why would he have to rub shoulders with the Zulu Nation if he's just an actor and he's the biggest rapper of the time? Why would he have to do that? Come on, man. Come on, homie. Yeah, but come on. So, okay, if he was just an actor, then why did he have to get down with the Zulu Nation? Because Haas, hold on.
Some of the biggest of the biggest. What part y'all don't understand is part of the Zulu Nation. Y'all don't understand this. And then now we got this hip-hop museum. This hip-hop museum, before you know it, they probably going to circulate with a trafficking ring, filled with evil, since 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. We moving towards 25. That's 9 years. I've been beefing back and forth with a trafficking ring, filled with evil. And then what y'all got to understand is right, that this man is a gatekeeper. He is the foundation. He is the one who started hip-hop. Never mind, we ain't even got to go back and forth whether it was him or was Kool Herc or was Disco Mario. We talking about the one that's here right now, the one that's responsible for massive rappers behind the scene that y'all don't even know. That's part of the Zulu Nation. You got your Ice-T's, you got your Ice Cubes, you got your LL Cool J's. Some of the biggest of the biggest. What part y'all don't understand is part of the Zulu Nation. Y'all don't understand this. And then now we got this hip-hop museum.
A fraternity. Okay, if that's what you're saying, right? Well, you know about fraternities, right? Since you saying that. Again, we having dialogue, right? So when you talking, just stand on what you're saying. You saying the Zulu Nation was like a fraternity. It wasn't just in New York City. Well, where else was the Zulu Nation at? Right? That's the first question. And then when you say a fraternity, well, do you know what you got to do to get into a fraternity? It's called, you got to be hazed. It's called hazing. It's called hazing, homie. So when you get into a fraternity, you got to go through hazing. When you get into a gang, you got to get jumped in. So then what you telling me is that something had to go down for these dudes to even be involved with the Zulu Nation, right? Right? If it's like a fraternity, then that means that they take the same oaths, they do the same things that fraternities do, right? Or could you just walk up and say, hey, I want to be down with the Zulu Nation, and now you down with the Zulu? No, that ain't how it worked. So now tell me, what did Ice-T have to do to get down with the Zulu Nation? What did Ice Cube have to do to get down with the Zulu Nation? I heard Haas say some things about Tretch from Naughty by Nature, from about Q-Tip, about LL Cool J, saying that he saw them and he seen them coming in and out those apartments and doing things with Bambaataa. And my whole point, and the whole like a fraternity, I'm with you, homie. No. I say if it's like a fraternity, you saying it's like if it's emulating a fraternity, if it's something like it, then that means that they take on the same rules and structures to a certain extent. So you telling me, or if this is this what you saying? Be direct, homie. Because if you be direct, you ain't got to put 13. You ain't got to put 13 comments. Be direct with what you saying. I'm engaging with y'all. How do you from New York? Just talk. Let me ask you a question. You from New York? You from the old New York? How do you get into the Zulu Nation? This is your backyard, homie. You from Harlem, right? The Bronx is right down the street from you, right? So just talk, real talk. Explain to me in your comment, how do you get into the Zulu Nation? Because if you let Haas tell it, right? You got to get hip hop in, hibbity hop. You got to use hip hop. They want to hip your hops and hop your hips. The hip hop, the hibbity, the hip hop, the bop, the don't stop the rock. Hit a bang bang boogie. Your ass gonna get bang bang boogied to get inside the Zulu Nation. Oh, now you don't know nothing about this. Hold on. Just talk. You just told me that the Zulu Nation was like a fraternity. Now you don't know nothing. See, that's what's wrong. That's why I'm pressing you, New York niggas. That's why I'm pressing you. Because 1 minute y'all started hip hop, and we know that's false. Y'all started the title of hip hop. Y'all created the term hip hop. And we never asked you dudes what that shit meant. We never even questioned y'all because we respected y'all. 1 minute you just told me that it's like a fraternity. So if you can tell me that it's like a fraternity, then that means you know something about that. When I press you and ask you what you know about that shit, now you don't know nothing about it. Ask Hassan Campbell. Well, guess what? Let's ask Hassan Campbell.
This hip hop museum. Before you know it, they probably gonna circulate $100 million. They already surpassed $20 million in that hip hop museum. So now this is not just me beefing with an old man with a fetish for little boys. This is me beefing with.
That's what. So that's. But see that. Let me tell you something. I don't deny that the Zulu Nation is worldwide. Blood and Crippin is worldwide. You understand what I'm saying? Bloods and Crips is worldwide. So I ain't denouncing that. But you know what? That fetish for little boys, I don't think that's worldwide, homie. I think that's something that was cultivated in the 5 boroughs. I think I feel that right there is something that was bred and raised and cultivated within the 5 boroughs. And when dudes like Ice-T made they pillage and made the pilgrimage to New York City, that's what was introduced. What he just said. A fetish for little boys, hipping and hopping and hippity skippity hop dop the rock, and you don't stop the bop. If it ain't in New York, trust me, it started there. Y'all created hip hop, right? The Zulu Nation was started in New York City, right? Hey, bro, I'm talking because you from New York. Whack 100 said it the other day. You dudes don't never give a straight answer about anything. You niggas get to dancing around and shit. We ask you a simple question. What you know about the Zulu Nation? And you telling me you don't know nothing. You lying, homie. You know a lot about the Zulu Nation. You know a lot about Africa Bambaataa and what them. Even Zip with the Drip told the world that everybody knew that the Zulu Nation was hippity hopping and hoppity hipping with Lil. Everybody knew that y'all was a part of the village people, the Zulu Nation that is. So we get to talking about it. We get to exposing it. It's exposed, man. The shit is out there. Look at look. This what look at this. Look at this. Let me show you something. This what the Zulu Nation was doing back in the day. Look at that picture right there. Look at Africa Bambaataa mouth right there. This is what the Zulu Nation was doing. And just talk real talk. You know, I could take this picture and I could do some editing to it and I could put the Frank right on his mouth because that's what it looked like the Bambaataa man was doing. Putting Franks on his mouth. You telling me you don't know nothing about this? Just talk real talk? No, I'm listening. I'm talking to you, just talk real talk. I'm talking to you. You telling me you don't know nothing about this right here. Yo, just talk real. Hey, look, you the homie. You know what I'm saying? I figured out how to bring people on to the channel. We can have a direct conversation. We can definitely go because you are a New Yorker. But what can you tell me? What can you tell me if you saying you don't know nothing about the Zulu Nation? And what can we talk about? You don't know nothing about it, right? Or do you know something about it? I'm asking you a question for you to respond. Just talk real talk. Do you know something about the Zulu Nation or not? If you do, we can have a conversation live on my channel. Do you know something about the Zulu Nation or not? If you do, we can have a conversation, homie. Do you know something about it? You know what I mean? It's such nasty work that even New Yorkers, do you know something about it or not? Before I drop the link, I'm asking you a question. Do you know anything about the Zulu Nation? Hey, Candace, salute to that. You already know how we do have growing business. That's 100% fact. It definitely started with dog fur people. The people with dog fur introduced a lot of this dogma, this confusion into the culture. But that's even a deeper conversation. You know what I'm saying? But I want to address that to let you know that you already know. We know over here at Grown Man Business where it all started from. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm doing is I'm holding the Caribbean people accountable that brought that to this nation, that brought that to this culture. Because Candace, I want to show you something. Now, I can't play this music. I can't play this music, right? And I don't even know if I want to show these niggas picture, man. It gets spooky, right? These guys were rapping right here. The Jubilees. These guys was rapping way before it got to New York City. And these guys have on three-piece suits. And this particular guy in this group called the Jubilees, y'all can Google it if y'all want to. They were rapping about Noah. That's why I say we always been rapping and tapping, spitting and skitting. But when foundational Black Americans had our hands on the culture, when we created the culture, it was something that grown men participated in. Grown men participated in. It won't no moot activity. It ain't nobody wearing no dresses. We ain't getting down like that. You understand what I'm saying? This is how we express ourselves. And this guy was rapping about Noah. The song was like, oh, Noah, oh, no. Noah on the bedroom dog, and Noah wanted to. He was rapping. I can't play it, but he was rapping. Once it got to New York City, once it got into the hands of Caribbeans, once it got into the hands of Africa Bambaataa, was born Lance Taylor in the Bronx, New York. The Bronx, New York, to parents who had immigrated to the United States from Jamaica and Barbados. Once it got in the hands of dudes like Busta Rhymes, Africa Bambaataa, etc., that's when the teachings of the dog fur people got involved. Because You understand what I'm saying? So I'm with you 100% on that. I'm with you 100% on that. Hold on. What we talking? Now, hey, listen, OG, you know, I can agree to a certain extent with that. I believe somewhere down the line, Ron B. Stinger Savage and Hassan Campbell developed Stockholm Syndrome. And your Stockholm Syndrome is like when you fall in love with your predator, when you fall in love or you begin to gain feelings for somebody that violated you. You know what I'm saying? And I think maybe that's what happened because Haas been in pictures with Africa Bambaataa recent, and we just seen a picture of Ron B. Sting Savage in a picture with Bambaataa, a dude that they said violated them as children, homie. So I'ma just, I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Stockholm Syndrome. But this live stream is not really about Haas. It's not necessarily about Ron B. Stinger Savage. It's about Busta Rhymes disrespecting the culture, right? Right here. Let's listen to Busta.
United States, where the multicultural, because the U.S. ain't got no culture. They shit is all our shit. A bunch of our shit is what makes the U.S. whatever you want to call it. We still don't know what that culture is for the U.S., but it's a mix-up of all of our cultures in the urban community. You know, the Latino and the West Indian has the greatest influence, and we've always had, and we'll always will, and it's just been that way. So I've actually been influenced by the Latino community, which allows me to feel that much more comfortable putting my West Indian influence in my music, because they made me feel that much more proud to be like, yeah, man, me's a Jamaican, and I say it. But I'm just saying, a lot of the times, it ain't until you're made to feel comfortable giving it to the people who and what you really are, what your influences are, what your upbringing in the house.
If y'all created the culture, right? Why would you have to be made to feel comfortable to give the people who you really are? Bumba pussy wad boy, Bonte boy, or a pussy or a bumba. Why would you have to feel comfortable to talk that way if y'all created the culture? The reason being is you didn't create the culture. See, when I was young, I didn't know you was I didn't know you was Jamaican when you was running with you know, Lords of the Underground and all of that. You was disguising yourself as FBA. You was disguising yourself as black. You was disguising yourself as me. And you was hiding your West Indian and your Jamaican heritage because you wasn't comfortable. You just said it out your mouth that you wasn't comfortable. The Latino people made you, because the Latinos didn't create it neither. Yeah. They had to play on our terms. Black Americans, foundational Black Americans, y'all had to play on our rules because we created that. Y'all created hip hop. Once hip hop got involved, once y'all turned it from rapping and tapping, spitting and skitting, you know, like the Jubilees, and y'all put the title hip hop, now y'all felt comfortable bringing y'all Bonte boy ways into the culture. Oh, now it's called hip hop. Now you got Africa Bambaataa who's claiming hip hop, and now y'all can hip and hop and hoppity hip and hippity hop on each other. You can wear these halter tops with your man breast out, and then you can hippity hoppity hippity, and you can sneak in those transformers and them transmissions that everybody say they saw you dealing with. Busta Rhymes, Bussy boy, Busta. What are we talking about? The man just said he didn't feel comfortable being himself in the culture, nigga, because this is foundational Black American shit. This is Negro farmer shit. This is not, when we used to be out there cropping the fields, Negro farmers, we was rapping and tapping and spitting and skitting, nigga. We was rapping. We was rhyming. We was doing this 100 years before it made itself to New York City. But what nobody has pointed out, and nobody has connected the dots except for Grown Man Business TV, homie. They can't stop this. Nobody said it and exposed it to y'all that The only thing you dudes in New York created was the term hip hop. And what the hell does hip hop mean? Now that we looking at Bussy Buster, now that we looking at Africa Bambaataa, now that we got Hassan Campbell exposing the creators of hip hop, we got to look at that word a little differently now. We got to start asking you, yo, just talk real talk. What exactly does hip hop mean? Do you know? You say you don't know. You say you don't know nothing about the Zulu Nation. What does the term hip hop mean? Hip hop. Because if a nigga like Africa Bambaataa, you know, if he has something to do with the term hip hop, it sound like to me he was going to the studio, he was dropping songs like the freaks come out at the freaks come out at night. And then after he left the studio, it was time to hip and hop and hip and hippity hoppity skibbity boppity with each other. They was skipping. Hey yo, what we talking about, man? These niggas was skippity scopping and hippity hopping with each other. And you know, we never questioned y'all. We never questioned y'all. We never said, what does that mean? Why are we using the word hip hop? What is that? We never questioned y'all. But guess what? Guess what? That looked like the freaky was talking about that come out at night right there. That's Africa Bambaataa right there. Why is he dressed like a grandma on Sunday morning going to Sunday service? Hold up, homie. Hold up, homie. Hold up, homie. Hold up. Because I don't understand what's going on with this. Why is he dressed like my auntie going to Sunday service and shouting and screaming why does he have that hat on? Because the freaks come out at night. This is hip hop right here. This is hip hop. This is the part of hip hop that y'all don't want us to tap into. Y'all don't want us to know about this part of hip hop right here. That's hip hop. That's the creation of hip hop. Y'all turned it to a whole bunch of gangster rap. Y'all was fighting the inner feeling of Africa Bambaataa, and y'all wanted to get away from that, and y'all turned it from this right here to a bunch of, you know, to Onyx, to Sticky Fingers, to Jay-Z. But you can't get rid of this right here because it is the creation. He's the freak right there. That's the freak that came out at night right there for Bambaataa. Fuck it. What is we, yo, this shit is nasty work, homie. Look at his eyes right there. Look at his eyes. You telling me he ain't, come on, son. You telling me they wasn't hipping hopping and hopping hipping? You telling me that hip hop, the skibbity bop, the bop wasn't these two guys right here? And why is his face so goddamn close to his waist? Why is his face so close to his waist? Because the freaks come out at night. This is the Bonte boy culture that you brought to us. This is what the Caribbeans brought to hip hop. We wasn't moving like that, homie. Oh, we wasn't moving like that. Look how them boys is looking at him. When Africa Bambaataa came in the room, look how we was looking at him. These is niggas right here. These is the real rappers. These is the dudes who started hip hop right here. Look how they dress. 3-piece suits on. Look at that. He got us. Look how he looking. Look how they looking at Africa Bambaataa and Busta Rhymes. Look at this shit. Soon as Busta walked in the room, right? Soon as Busta walked in the room, boom, look how they looking at Busta. Look how they looking at Busta Rhymes. What the fuck he got on? Is that a halter top? That's a halter top, ain't it, my G? I think it's a halter top. I think he got a halter top on. I can't make this shit up, man. You know what I'm saying? I love the call. And I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something, man. Hassan Campbell exposed this to the world, right? And the only way that you're gonna be able to heal from this, the only way that New York City is gonna be able to heal from this activity that y'all was performing, that y'all was participating in, is first you got to be exposed, homie. You got to be exposed. And after you get exposed, right? After it's brought to the light, now you can heal. And I just want New York City to heal, homie. I don't want dudes like Busta Rhymes acting like America ain't have no culture before the Bonte boy culture you brought from Jamaica, because that's what you did, Busta. And it's time to heal, homie. P. Diddy, look what's going on with Puffy. He's the offspring. Hold on, homie. Puff Daddy is the offspring of this guy right here. This is the look at this, look, he got his whole belly button out right here. This is the offspring. This is what started. So you got this guy right here, right? That's where Diddy came from, and it spread out. Look, let me show you. Look. This guy right here is the reason for this guy right here. Yeah. This guy right here is the reason for this guy right here. These guys influenced the Young Thugs. They influenced the Little Uzi Verts. They influenced the Little Nas X's. They influenced Puff Daddy. They influenced Busta Rhymes. They influenced the New York culture of hip hop. So if y'all want to be the creators of hip hop, cool. But you're going to take all of what comes with it. You're not going to leave out homie right here with the grandma hat on Sunday morning for Sunday service. You're not going to leave him out of hip hop. Africa Band, you're not going to leave these guys out. Fuck is you talking about? Haas, salute the Haas, man. Talk to him.
A corporation and a bunch of rappers that see money. New York ain't really getting no money like that. New York was the mecca of this. So now all of these dudes is looking for that hip hop museum to start generating money back in New York. So they don't care about my personal feelings. They don't care about the children. They don't give a damn about who's been hurt in the process of all this that this man been doing for all of these years. And let me say this, man.
Talk to him, Haas.
Like, stop telling me that I should have went out in the park with a dude that had 40 security guards with guns on their waist and crashed out and threw my life away. As if I ain't got a wife and kids to take care of. Don't come in my comment section telling me that I should have went in the park that I didn't even know the man was at. Didn't even know he was there. And I was supposed.
So let me address that. When I addressed Pusha T, I don't think you was informed about the channel yet. It's a lot of y'all that wasn't around. My day one investors know, if you go back into my archives and my videos, I got a whole video. Yeah, destroying Pusha T for wearing that skirt, matching socks with Lil Nas X. Yeah. You know, I ain't, you know, for real, I'm sure he got some suspect things and suspect photos as well. I don't hold no punches. That's the difference between me and you New York niggas. Y'all want to shoot shots at everybody, and then when we address what y'all brought to the culture, hippie the hopping and hopping the hipping, right? Then y'all get mad and y'all say that we hating on y'all. Y'all get sensitive. Y'all get emotional. So I already addressed Pusha, but let me tell you where that come from. And that's two people out of a whole culture in Virginia. But hip hop was created in New York City. We've been rapping and tapping, spitting and skitting, but the term hip hop was created in New York City, and that was what was pushed to the masses. The term hip hop, all the way to the West Coast. Everybody learned and started knowing about hip hop. You understand what I'm saying? And being as though when y'all created hip hop, it was created through a bunch of Bonte boys. It was created through the Rainbow Coalition. You got people from all over that started to do certain things, started to emulate what was being learned from New York City. So that's why I just showed you, even in Atlanta, they was looking up to hip hop. They was looking up to hip hop. And now you ain't, now it ain't all Atlanta artists, but you're gonna have a couple of artists from Atlanta that's gonna take these things from what they saw from y'all. Yeah, you see that? He learned that from this right here. That's where he got that from. If he knows it or not, that's what came from that. This right here came from this right here. So you got to understand, you know, I see you in the chat. Oh, Pusha T, and for real. Listen, I held them accountable for that. For getting caught up in the culture that New York City sold to us. For getting caught up in the narrative that New York City made and produced and pushed out there to us. You don't see Pusha T brother doing that. Malice. Once Malice saw the real culture, he got out and he went to God. He started becoming a Christian rapper. He started rapping to Jesus. Always respected him for that. His name is No Malice. I always respected him for backing up and saying, Pusha, that's what you want to do, go do that. But I ain't doing that, homie. Always respected Malice. Malice could walk around Virginia. He's a king in Virginia. Because we all respected that move he made. Now, Pusha, he's a great rapper. He's a great lyricist. But he walked through the door, homie. Oh, yeah. He walked through the door. All right? So let's not get off track. And again, you New Yorkers love to point out what y'all see, but y'all never want to take responsibility for creating the culture. Y'all want to say we created hip hop, but y'all don't want to take responsibility for the culture that y'all created. This is where it started at. Listen, we was dressing like this, homie. This how we was dressing when we was rapping and tapping, spitting and skitting in the South. Y'all created this. This is what y'all created in New York City, in the Bronx, in Bronx River, in Harlem. This is what y'all was dealing with. This is what y'all was doing. That's what y'all created. So when you talk about Young Thug, when you talk about Lil Nas X, when you talk about Pusha T, when you talk about Pharrell Williams, when you talk about all of these other rappers, you need to take in responsibility and understand we created that. New York City. We sorry. Y'all should apologize to the world, to United States, and say, listen, y'all had a culture, and when we got a part of it, we perverted it. We perverted it, and we're sorry for that. Huh? This right here was created. This right here was created Harlem, because this right here was created. This right here was created in the Bronx. And when Puff Daddy P Diddy got a hold of this look right here, what Puffy started doing? He started feeding the goddamn Diddy juice to everybody. Y'all was drinking the goddamn Diddy juice for a long time out there in Harlem. Yeah, in Harlem. Y'all was drinking the Diddy juice. Harlem is Diddy. Diddy is Harlem. Now y'all don't want to take credit for P. Diddy? I'm telling you dudes, man. It's called accountability. Y'all was rocking with P. Diddy. I was murder. P. Diddy named me pretty. I did it for the money. Now, can you get with me? People want to know who is he. He's get busy. Spray so much Izzy. That's Harlem, homie. I'm the one that you could talk to. I'm the realest on you. I'm going to give you this shit real, homie. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. I was murder. P. Diddy named me pretty. Well, why would another man name you pretty? Why would another man name you pretty? Oh, because you did it for the money. I did it for the money. Now, can you get with me? People want to know who is he. He gets busy. spray so much Izzy. Why did Mace have a dildo on his sink? Huh? That's Harlem. Huh? That was a brownstone in Harlem where Cameron found a dildo on Mace sink. I'm just trying to explain to you. That ain't fly. That won't never, nah, it was fly back in the day before we knew what y'all came from. See, it was fly. When he said that back in the day, when he said that back in the day, it was fly until we figured out the origin of hip hop. Until we figured out the origin, until we figured out that y'all was hopping and hipping and hipping and hopping. And Diddy learned from Africa Bambaataa that you hoppity hipping and you hippity hop with these artists. That's what was going on in Harlem. So when you talk about Pharrell and Pusha, them two niggas right there, I'm talking about a whole city. I'm talking about a whole culture. I'm talking about 5 barrels worth of Africa Bambaatas. 5 full barrels worth of hippity hoppity hipping. Yeah, y'all was hipping and hopping with each other. Y'all was definitely hip hop. New York, y'all niggas was hip hop for real. Y'all was hip hop for real, nigga. Yeah, y'all was hip hop.
About when my big brothers had to go downtown in Manhattan and save Ice Cube life. Rest in peace to B. Go out there to try to destroy. Ice Cube is not in that list, bro. His East Coast plug started with Public Enemy crew respectfully. D-Timer, don't tell me a goddamn thing about when my big brothers had to go downtown in Manhattan and save Ice Cube life. Rest in peace to B.O. And Jerry and all the rest of Shaka Zulu. Don't tell me nothing you don't know nothing about. When them niggas had him surrounded, that's how Ice Cube became Zulu Nation. Ice Cube became Zulu Nation because we saved that nigga's life in Manhattan. Then he came back to Bronx River and was hanging out on a roof in the projects and ended up in a room with Africa Bambaataa. If you don't know something,
Hey, yo. What are we talking about? You think Ice Cube, when he was rapping on the West Coast, had any idea what y'all was doing in New York City with the Zulu Nation and Shaka Zulu and all these weird ass names y'all was rocking with? He just said it. The Zulu Nation is Shaka Zulu. I wouldn't listen, man. Come on, man. You heard what he said? The Zulu Nation ran down on him, protected him. Next thing you know, he on the roof in Bronx River. And then he ends up in the back room with Africa fucking Bambaataa. I didn't say it. It's all allegedly. Hold on. Is you crazy, son? Nigga want to talk to me about what y'all was doing in NYC. What y'all was doing in New York City.
I'm here. So why would you go out there?
Bugged out, son.
Ice Cube is not in that list, bro. His East Coast plug started with Public Enemy crew respectfully. D-Timer, don't tell me a goddamn thing about when my big brothers had to go downtown in Manhattan and save Ice Cube life. Rest in peace to B.O. And Jerry and all the rest of Shaka Zulu. Don't tell me nothing you don't know nothing about. When them niggas had him surrounded, that's how Ice Cube became Zulu Nation. Ice Cube became Zulu Nation because we saved that nigga's life in Manhattan. Then he came back to Bronx River and was hanging out on a roof in the projects and ended up in a room with Africa Bambaataa. If you don't know something, shut your mouth. Respectfully. That niggas gotta stop talking about what y'all don't know what you talking about, man. Zulu Nation has a history that you niggas don't know nothing about with some of the most powerful and the most dangerous warriors. If you don't know what you talking about, shut up. The Bronx River and was hanging out on a roof in the projects and ended up in a room with Africa Bambaataa. If you don't know something, shut your the Bronx River and was hanging out on a roof in the projects and ended up in a room with Africa Bambaataa. Became Zulu Nation. Ice Cube became Zulu Nation because we saved that nigga's life in Manhattan. Then he came back to Bronx River and was hanging out on a roof in the projects and ended up in a room with Africa Bambaataa. If you don't know something, shut your mouth. Became Zulu Nation. Ice Cube became Zulu Nation because we saved that nigga's life in Manhattan. Then he came back to Bronx River and was hanging out on a roof in the projects and ended up in a room with Africa Bambaataa. If you don't,
how was all these dudes? Listen, everything didn't start. No, not everything. Hey, listen, I already said real hip hop, real rap came from the South. We was rapping and tapping, spitting and skitting. Everything definitely didn't come from New York, but you better believe the Zulu Nation and Saka Zulu and Africa Bambaataa and Busta Rhymes and all of these backroom Bonte Boy Mook activity, that shit came from New York City. P. Diddy with the Diddy juice, that came from New York. See, I ain't never said everything came from New York City. What I did say and what I am doing is pointing out exactly what came from New York City. Yeah, it's more than fashion. It's more than fashion, because y'all was arguing about who had the best clothes and who had the best fashion and who started this fashion and that fashion, but y'all left out this fashion that y'all had started too. This shit wasn't nowhere else but in New York City and Bronx River. So why y'all didn't talk about this fashion when y'all was talking to Lil Yachty and them? When y'all was talking to Lil Yachty, why y'all ain't talk about this right here? The feathers and all of that. Huh? The leather overcoat with the goddamn horns and the goddamn Sunday service hats y'all was wearing back in the day. Why y'all wasn't talking about that? So I ain't saying everything came from New York City, but I'm going to point out what came from New York City. I'm going to point out more than just the stuff that y'all brag about, because y'all did some stuff, and I already spoke about that, but now we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk the good, the bad, and the ugly. Virginia, homie, we brought skateboarding to the industry. You know, it was nobody doing skateboards until Nerd and Pharrell Williams and the Neptunes and them dudes was wearing skateboards and all that. We bought skinny jeans nobody was wearing skinny jeans until Pharrell Williams and them boys started doing that. We bought Bake to the industry. We brought Allen Iverson to the industry. We brought cornrows and tattoos in the NBA. We brought Michael Vick to the industry. Huh? Y'all brought this right here to the industry and want us to act like it never happened. Bambaataa had, I ain't gonna say, I said it. I ain't gonna repeat that. But the freaks come out at night where y'all was coming. When I say, just tell you already know. I ain't talking about you, homie. When I say y'all, I'm talking about New York as a whole. You understand what I'm saying? And this is what you gotta understand, man. Where I'm from, it's a term that the old heads always said, a hit dog gon' holler. A hit dog is gon' holler. So when I talk about New York City, if you feel some type of way about it, then maybe the shoe, you got a shoe that fit. You know what I'm saying? If the shoe don't fit, don't wear it, homie. I ain't saying just talk real. I ain't saying you. I'm saying New York. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's a lot of shit that go on in Virginia. It was slavery. It was lynching. It was a lot of wild shit going on in VA. I don't got no part of that. That's why my chain say 757, the Tidewater area. It don't say Virginia, because I don't represent the whole Virginia. I represent the 757. So when I say New York, homie, you know, maybe you wasn't in the Bronx River when they was having the freaks come out at night, when they was pop locking and dropping, when they was hipping and hopping and hippie, the hop that don't stop the rock. Maybe you wasn't around for that, so I ain't talking to you. You don't got to defend it. The fact that you trying to defend it and you deflecting the situation, that's what's going to make the red flags come out. That's what's going to make niggas get the look inside. Why just talk real talk defending? Why is you defending this? Why is all you New York niggas defending him? When Hassan Campbell was telling you he was taking, I almost couldn't say this shit because I rock with Ice Cube. My throat said, nah, homie, don't even say it, homie. My throat said, don't say it, homie. Baby, you ain't hear me just get choked up a little bit right there? I'm gonna let him say it.
Became Zulu Nation. Ice Cube became Zulu Nation because we saved that nigga's life in Manhattan. Then he came back to Bronx River and was hanging out on a roof in the projects and ended up in a room with Africa Bambaataa. If you don't know something, shut your mouth. Respectfully.
And this is the thing, OG. This why I'm gonna tell you, see, and this is the thing what you gotta understand. And look, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go live a little bit later and I'm gonna just do a split screen. Cause I ain't gonna lie, man, I really don't know how to drop the link. I gotta figure out how to drop the link, right? But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go live later tonight and I'm gonna go split screen on my phone and I'll be able to drop the link automatically from there to be in the chat. And we'll talk about this, right? So we'll do a whole nother live because I'm running these numbers back up. So we'll do a whole nother live. This is not something we could discuss, right? Yeah, I got StreamYard. I'll probably just do the StreamYard. I'll do it from my computer. I got you, Just Talk. We're gonna have a conversation. We do it tonight. Because this is a situation and a conversation that you really can't resolve in one live stream. It's a lot to take in. Now listen, OG, you said Hassan Campbell was Bambaataa's little red or little yellow thing, right? I ain't joking about that. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, I'm gonna just put that out there. I don't make jokes because Ha said that he was a child and we don't have no proof if he was or he wasn't. Nobody don't know for sure, but all we got is his word. And I ain't never heard Africa Bambaataa come out and denounce that. So I ain't gonna make no jokes about that. But I will say this. Haas already came out and told us that he had physical relations with Bambaataa. He told us exactly what Bambaataa did to him. He told us that he seen Bambaataa having orgies with these dudes. He was topping, and how I said this, you know what I'm saying? So if he said that, and you believe that, you believe what he said, what he did with the Africa Bambaataa, why you don't believe that he saw Ice Cube go in that back room with Bam? So how can you believe one thing and then not want to believe? 1 minute you said he's spitting gibberish. The next minute you saying that he was laying down with Bambaataa. So you believe what he said, what he was doing with Bambaataa, but you don't believe that Ice Cube, Ice-T, LL Cool J, Q-Tip, you don't believe that he saw these other dudes getting it down, Treps from Naughty by Nature, getting it down with Bambaataa. You don't believe that part, but you believe, come on, homie, we got to keep this shit 100. We got to keep this shit 100, man. You gotta keep this shit 100, man. So you can't. So he lying about everything else, but he's keeping it 100 about what he did with Bambaataa. I don't subscribe to that. You know what I'm saying? I don't subscribe to that. The fact that Hassan Campbell came out and exposed himself about this shit and continuously says over and over that he said the thigh word. I don't even like that shit. You know, in Virginia, I never in my whole life, in my 40 years of living, heard a man or even a woman say anything about being thighed. That shit came out of New York City too. That's another New York native that created a whole, like, niggas never even knew that was possible, homie. Thigh. But he said that. So if he could tell us that, why wouldn't I believe what he's saying about, why wouldn't I believe this?
Rest of Shaka Zulu. Don't tell me nothing you don't know nothing about. When them niggas had him surrounded, that's how Ice Cube became Zulu Nation. Ice Cube became Zulu Nation because we saved that nigga's life in Manhattan. Then he came back to Bronx River and was hanging out on a roof in the projects and ended up in a room with Africa Bambaataa. If you don't know something, shut your mouth.
Yo, you don't believe that? You think he just made that up? You know what I'm saying? Like, he said that shit with all that conviction and all that motivation, and he just made it up. Now I will say this, Haas. You need to take those M&Ms down. I don't know why. I don't know if that was intentional, homie. And I rock with you, Haas. I don't know if that was intentional. You know what I'm saying? But you need to take those M&Ms with the nuts in them off your Why do you have these M&Ms over your shoulder like that? I don't know how. I didn't like that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna just be honest with you. That right there, I wasn't feeling. I felt the way, and I kept looking up at those M&Ms as you was talking, and I felt like I don't know. You need to take those M&Ms down, homie, and you need to be very cautious on what you keep over your shoulder. The M&Ms and they got the nuts in them. You got the M&Ms with the nuts over your shoulder, homie. You know what I'm saying? Like, take the M&Ms with the nuts down off over your shoulder, homie. That shit, because you telling us about something, you giving a message, you exposing the Zulu Nation, you telling us about Africa Bambaataa and the culture that they brought to rap, to, you know, they discovered hip hop. You letting us know that they was hipping, hopping and hopping and hipping and skippy the bop dop do wop, and they was hip hopping on each other. But then the whole time, you got a big ass bucket full of M&Ms with nuts in them over your right over your shoulder, right here. I ain't making this shit up. I ain't trying to disrespect nobody. You know what I'm saying? But why is these M&Ms with the nuts on them right over your shoulder right here, Haas? So you got to know you talking and shit. You know what I'm saying? We listening to you. I hear you, homie. I'm rocking with you, right?
Respectfully.
Respectfully.
Y'all niggas gotta stop talking about what y'all don't know what you talking about.
But then you got the nuts right there.
Zulu Nation has a history that you niggas don't know nothing about with some of the most powerful and the most dangerous warriors.
This all I kept doing when
you talking about. Shut up.
I just kept trying to figure out, like, why is this?
Niggas don't be knowing what they talking
and I was watching you, son.
Niggas saved that nigga life.
I was watching you and I was hearing you.
was about to crush Ice Cube in New York City.
Mm-hmm.
B.O. saved his life.
He saved his life.
Rest in peace to B.O.
Rest in peace to B.O. But why is these nuts right here over your shoulder?
You're in front of a nigga that you know don't like us anyway. This motherfucker been attacking us forever.
You got to be real careful, Haas, when you got nuts like that over your shoulder, homie.
Bring down a motherfucking real organization that's been built, see. Mm-hmm. You talk to me, you talk to me, you talk to me. No, you talk to Muhammad, you talk to Ahmed. You called us when you was going through your private download, and none of us ever got mad. Like, no, tell me y'all niggas all about all your stuff, blah, 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 blah. And then you go on a I'm going to call it a national network, dude. And you try to bring and destroy the brand that we are part of. I'm a part of this brand, dude. Yeah, I know this, dude. And that shit right there is like, yo, dog. Why would my friend Ronald Savage be mad? Okay,
this nigga got a whole bucket. This nigga got a whole bucket of M&Ms across his motherfucking back right there, B. In particular with the nuts in them. You got M&Ms right there with the nuts in them. A whole bucket full of. Come on, son, Haas, you got to do better. You got to understand something, man.
This is the voice of Mickey Benson.
Mickey Benson,
who was also Ice-T's manager, who was also. I don't know if he's still Ice-T's manager, but also used to be Fat Joe former's manager. One of the council members of the Zulu Nation. Y'all don't see the connection?
Or the Zulu Nation, son. Yo, Mickey Benson was Ice-T's manager, and he worked for Fat Joe, and he was right-hand man for Zulu Nation and Africa Bambaataa, son. This some New York shit. This shit is a movie, son. Yo, son, listen to me. Y'all don't need to worry about no African. Y'all don't need to worry about no museum. This shit is a Netflix thriller. Surviving the Zulu Nation. I'm talking, you could do like 5 or 6 seasons of this shit. Surviving the Bambaataa Zulu Nation, son. This some New York shit right here. This shit happened in New York City. Hey, boy, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I don't want to hear it. I mean, why you sing it? You gangsta ass niggas in New York, son. You Zip with the Drip, Mikey B, all you gangsters in New York. And y'all ain't exposed the Zulu Nation. All the shooting y'all did in New York, and y'all ain't did nothing to the Zulu Nation. And y'all knew about it. Zip with the Drip said everybody knew what the Zulu Nation was doing. Well, why you ain't do? Why you was a hooligan and you ain't? Hey, Haas, talk to him, son. Talk to. I believe Haas, man.
The art of rap that be doing all these big tours with all these old school washed up rappers. Y'all don't see the connection?
I believe Haas, B.
This is the conversation with B Stinger standing his ground with Mickey, but we gonna get to some more.
I believe Haas, B.
That ain't cool, B. Nobody fought. And I say it over and over again.
I believe Haas, bro. That's the beautiful thing about Grown Man Business TV is that we can agree to disagree. You feel what I'm saying? We can have these conversations, and we could. I believe Hassan Campbell, man. He ain't no way you making no shit like this up and saying it over. It ain't no way you gonna tell the world that a man did what he did and everything else a lie. So that just kind of answered the question: how you think Ice-T got that role? He was a huge rapper, but he was being blackballed. And you know what happened? Because let me say this real quick. Ice-T had a song called Cop, you know what I'm saying, Deleter. He had a song called Cop Deleter, right? And he was being blackballed by the government. He was being blackballed by the establishment. He was being blackballed by the industry. And his manager was that guy he was talking about. So I'm sure his manager let him know, you're going to have to walk your pretty ass through this door, Ice-T. You drop your head down. Your Bambaataa like when you drop your head down. He like it. He like when he already got a sweet little red thing out there in the Bronx River, and you can be his West Coast sweetie, and you got that long jerry curl, the perm that you used to wear, but you're gonna have to walk through that door in that back room with Africa Bambaataa. And once you walk through that door in that back room with Africa Bambaataa, guess what? Now you go to the top. He just said it. That was his manager. So you think he want a part of the Zulu Nation? Come on, man. Y'all niggas gotta wake up, son. We don't need we don't need no museum. I wouldn't dare walk in that. I wouldn't spend a dime. I wouldn't walk a toe in a rap hip hop museum, knowing that y'all was hipping and hopping with each other and hopping and hipping. Yeah, LL Cool J, Q-Tip, allegedly, all these rappers y'all was hipping and hopping and hopping and hipping with. I wouldn't step foot in that motherfucker. But I will tell you this. Or I'll pay Netflix to watch the Zulu Nation, Surviving the Zulu Nation. Surviving the Zulu Nation rap series. I will pay to watch that. Oh, I will watch it. Just like that, y'all was watching BMF and y'all were watching the Wu-Tang Clan movie. If y'all do something like that in New York City and y'all was talking about surviving Bambaataa and surviving the Zulu Nation, I'm gonna watch that. Oh shit. Oh shit. I'm gonna have a notebook out. I'm gonna have a notebook, my pen and pad, and I'm gonna take notes. And we'll make 1 million subscribers because I'll talk about that shit. Surviving the Zulu Nation. That's all we want. We don't want no goddamn museum. We don't want no museum, homie. We want to see Surviving the Zulu Nation. Netflix, Hulu. Hulu presents Surviving the Zulu. Hey, is you feeling that? Yeah. This is gonna stay up. I want my money if y'all get to use it. Hulu presents Season 1, Surviving the Zulu. Oh, that shit'll do, yo. That'll do millions of views, homie. Yeah, that was beautiful. I got to slow down because they download too fast and the shit just downloading. Hulu, we don't want Netflix. Hulu, I suggest you get on this. I suggest you reach out to Hassan Campbell. I suggest you come up with some money. You create a bag and you put it out there, a good, nice size budget. And when you do that, you let them know this is going to be called Hulu Presents Surviving the Zulu. Yeah, just talk. Surviving the Zulu on Hulu. You can use all these shits either which way you want to do it. Make sure you reach out to Just Talk and you pay him for his credentials, and you reach out to Grown Man Business TV and you pay me for my thoughts and my intellectual property, my IP. Surviving the Zulu. Oh.
I said it earlier today to family. Well, anything a motherfucker did, he wanted to do it, man. Ain't nobody forced nobody to do nothing, bro. Ain't nobody put no knife to their throat. Don't put no gun to their head. Don't put no back to their face. Niggas did what they wanted to do, man. Because
did what they wanted to do. That grown men sought out underage boys to wine and dine with Vaseline and baby oil in his bedroom. But niggas did what they wanted to do.
Yo.
The response.
Hey, chill, Haas.
In his 60s,
Hey, Haas, chill, son. Hey, Haas, chill.
Sought out.
Hey, Haas, chill, son. You heard what the nigga? Yo. Hey, Haas, chill, kid. Chill, kid. Yo, chill. Hey, Haas. I'm with you, son. That's what y'all was doing in New York City? Nigga tell I'm trying to go viral. Viral for what? We gonna run these numbers up, though. That's what y'all, hey. That's a sign from the, hey. That's a sign from the high, that's a sign that the men in black is watching. That's a sign right there that the men in black is watching. So you telling me, hold on. Hi, what you say they was doing, Haas?
Underage boys to wine and dine with Vaseline and baby oil in his bedroom. But niggas did what they wanted to do. This is the response of a dude that's in his 60s. Sought out underage boys to wine and dine with Vaseline and baby oil in his bedroom. But niggas did what they wanted to do. This is the response of a dude that's in his 60s. Sought out underage boys to wine and dine with Vaseline and baby oil in his bedroom. But niggas did what they wanted to do. This is the response of a dude that's in his 60s defending the predatory acts that goes on in his nation. Sleeping Ghost. Hey, Hassan, not to throw you off, but remember you spoke in China getting ready to attack us. It's starting now. Also, these phones are reading our minds. Your thoughts?
I don't know, man.
Ain't nothing to think about. I've been saying this for years.
Y'all know what's going on, son. This is crazy. This is what y'all was doing out there in New York City. This is the part of the culture that y'all don't want to talk about. This what y'all was doing. When y'all created the hippity hop, the hoppity hippin', this is what the fuck y'all was doing. And we gonna leave it at that. Busta Rhymes, don't you ever disrespect American culture, black culture. Don't you ever try to put your Caribbean culture and try to, yeah. And if you do that, we gonna expose that every time, homie. Every time. Every time.
Why is we hurting the brand that we have, man? This is a brand, B. This ain't no fucking brand. This is a brand, B. And then you allow this motherfucking cracker to call out Africa Bambaata's name and use the Universal Zulu Nation? That's fucked up, B.
Yeah, but I don't know why he's talking about the Zulu Nation, and I need to straighten out, because that's my friend,
You don't believe that? He said that 80% of the projects don't that think about how crazy that is. And everybody knew about it. And nobody did nothing to nobody. But everybody's shooting. There's all these killings going on in New York. It's all these hooligans. It's all these gangsters out there. And ain't nobody touched the Zulu Nation. Ain't nobody did nothing to the Zulu Nation. And this is a guy who, Mickey Benson or whatever his name is, he's trying to convince Ron Savage not to talk. Nasty work, homie. I don't know, man. Nasty work.
How long I've been holding this shit in? I just cannot take it anymore, man.
Yeah, you keep telling me that every time you spoke to me. You told me you relieved it when you spoke to, I don't know, when you did your book.
He was telling these people how he felt about what Bam did to him. This conversation, if you listen to this conversation, B. Stinger is telling him, or rather, he told B. Stinger, you said you relieved yourself already. You said you was over it. Mickey Benson, don't nobody get over a grown man mounting on you. How you expect somebody to get over a fat man like Africa Bambaataa breathing and humping on you? Who gets over that, Mickey Benson? Who? How do you get somebody to get over
that was wild. Y'all niggas crazy,
don't nobody
son.
get over a grown man mounting on you.
How you expect somebody to get over a fat man like Africa Bambaataa breathing and humping on you? Who gets over that, Mickey Benson? Who? Mickey Benson, don't nobody get over a grown man mounting on you. How you expect somebody to get over a fat man like Africa Bambaataa breathing and humping on you? Who gets over that, Mickey Benson? Who? How do you get over that? Just get over it? For the brand? You telling me that hip hop means more to the community than our children? Is that what we saying?
And hold on.
Niggas upstate wildin', son. Hey, yo, son.
He's pulling a stalling tactic right now because he knows that he's
Hey,
recording.
hey, listen, son. If he is a mook or not, what that got to do with what he exposing about New York City culture, homie? I don't know what he is. I don't know. I know he's told us what happened. He said he was a child. I do feel like Haas got some explaining to do about those pictures, but that's neither here nor there, right? After you get past that part, that's like a female that if a female be like, somebody did something to her. After she tell us that, right? Then she say, and he did this to the whole projects, all the women in the projects. So now we supposed to not know that he did that to the whole projects? Okay, we know that she got done dirty, but what about everybody else? And that's all I'm saying. Like, when you listen to this man tell these stories, you can't believe this shit is made up. My point is, this is the culture that y'all brought to society. And lucky for y'all, back in the day, New York City, there was no smartphones. There really was no way for us to get the information down in Virginia, down in Texas, over in Alabama, and Atlanta, and everywhere like that, even in Jersey. I'm sure them dudes in Jersey did not know what y'all was doing in the Bronx, New York. Red Man. You understand what I'm saying? Like, until niggas got to New York and got exposed to whatever they got exposed to, New Jersey was standing solid. Y'all got lucky, but now we have the information. Now we got these smartphones, we got this technology, and it's being exposed, homie. And niggas feel some type of way about it, but I don't care. Listen to what this man said, bro. Listen to what this man just said, man. Listen to this shit, man.
You said you relieved yourself already. You said you was over it. Mickey Benson, don't nobody get over a grown man mounting on you. How you expect somebody to get over a fat man like Africa Bambaataa breathing and humping on you? Who gets over that,
That
Mickey
shit
Benson?
crazy, son. Y'all niggas was
Who?
Y'all niggas
How
was,
do you get over that?
y'all niggas was
Just
up.
get over it?
Y'all niggas was up
For
north.
the brand?
Y'all niggas was up north.
He
Wow.
said this to me when we were supposed to be standing 10 toes down together, fighting this fight together, with me coming out holding him down.
It's like being around someone that you have trust in, and then they betray you.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I will say that too. I could agree with that. I can agree with. I always felt like that. Like, damn, how was these dudes so comfortable? Even like with Haas, like, I get that it happened, right? But as a man, how are you so comfortable saying certain things and describing that shit? Like, I just always felt. But then I had to understand, New York dudes always talk like that. The same way Hassan Campbell just said what he just said, right? Zip with the drip will tell you to lick his nuts and eat his balls. Zip with the drip will tell you to SMD him. He'll invite you to perform sexual acts on him and think that it's okay. So all New York, I always felt like that. It ain't just with Hassan Campbell. It's with all of the niggas from up north in the upstate that tell another man to perform sexual acts. Oh, yo, man, SMD me. Yo, why you say that? I want to disrespect you. You think it's disrespect? You disrespecting yourself, homie. You disrespecting yourself by telling another man to get on his knees and put his mouth on you. So that's what I be trying to say, right? And that's why I rock with Haas, because everybody will point out what Haas saying. Oh, Haas, the descriptions, he's a mook. But then they won't call Zip with the Drip a mook for telling another man in a fit of rage when he's upset. Anytime he get upset, he tell another man to put his mouth on him and to perform sexual acts on him. It's okay when you doing it like that. When you upset, right? It's okay. It's okay, you know what I mean? Woo, woo, woo. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Come on, man. That ain't really how it go. So Hassan talking like this, and then these other dudes saying SMD, suck on this and suck on that. That's cool. This is where the healing come at. Everything gotta be exposed. Somebody that stand on business gotta tell you, New Yorker, hey man, that ain't cool, homie. I know you trying to make it cool. I know you trying to explain why you do it, but you telling another man that SMD is you disrespecting yourself more than you disrespecting anybody else, and you displaying mook activity. You displaying mook behavior when you tell another man that SMD you. Somebody got to do it, homie. And again, everybody want to point Haas out. Everybody want to talk about Haas. Everybody want to say he a mook, but to get right over there with Zip with the Drip and act like it's cool. I would sit my nephews down. I would sit my little homies down as soon as I hear them say that and explain to them why you don't talk like that, homie. You don't say that. Oh, no, Uncle G&B, no, I was just upset and I wanted to disrespect him. Then as a big dog, as a grown man, I'm explain to him, you disrespecting yourself, homie. You not disrespecting him. You showing mook activity. You showing mook behavior when you say that. You wrong for saying that. I don't care how mad you get. Watch your mouth. You know what I'm saying? You might get disciplined next time I hear you say that. So when I hear Hassan talk like this, I used to say the same thing like OG, like, damn, why would he say that? You know what I'm saying? A grown man humping on your back, like, what the fuck? Why would he say that? You know what I mean? But then I just understand that's how you New Yorkers talk. That's how y'all carry yourself up there. Hassan might say that, how can you get over a grown man doing XYZ? Zip with the Drip and just talk real talk. They're gonna tell you to SMD you. They're gonna say SMD. They're gonna ask you to perform favors for them and try to disguise it as a term of disrespect. You know what I'm saying? They try to disguise it as that, but it's really not. It's really an admission. It's really a admission of guilt of your mook activity, of your mook behavior, of your mook mindset state when you say that to another man to tell him the SMD. So we not just gonna point Hassan Campbell out. We not just going, you know what I'm saying? Come on, homie. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100. Yeah, it all, we you know, that was the, you know, yeah. Certain parts of VA, you know, the dog fur people was doing that. I ain't gonna go against that. Nah, we not thinking about it too hard. And see, that's another deflection. I'm just being honest, bro. It's not something you got to get defensive about. But let a grown man tell you what it is, homie. Let a grown man explain to you, and you know what I'm saying. Let a grown man teach you something. You feel what I'm saying? We not thinking about it too hard. Right on the surface, man. Exactly for what it is. You mad at another man. Y'all arguing. He's saying, man, whatever, man, I don't want to hear none of that. And you tell another man to SMD you. We not thinking too hard of it. That's mook behavior. Okay, hold on, just talk, real talk. Let's just take the me out. You tell another man to SMD. Because you don't got to say me, but you saying my, right? The M stands for my. Come on, man, you New York niggas be, and again, y'all get mad when we expose it. And it ain't too many people out there like me that's really gonna expose it, homie. You tell another man to suck my, that's mook behavior. That's mook behavior. And ain't no way to explain it. It's gonna be, listen, it's gonna be a New York nigga that's gonna try to explain to you, oh, you know, you ain't gotta answer no questions. I'm answering it for you, homie. I'm telling you. I didn't ask you, was it mook behavior? That's what I'm saying. You gotta listen, bro. You talk a lot. That's one of the reasons why I didn't bring you up that one time. Because you talk too much, and then you would try to overtalk. I never asked you a question. I'm telling you. When you get mad at a dude and you get mad at another male, another man, and you tell him to suck my blank, you are showing mook behavior. And if you leave it up to a New York nigga, he gonna try to explain it to you, and he gonna try to just the same way homie right here is trying to explain to Ron Savage why it ain't they fault, why it ain't nothing wrong with that. Oh, y'all was agreeance and all that. Nah, that's wrong, homie. Another man should never tell another man. First, if anything, this is what you should do. As a man, you should practice discipline. So when you get mad and you get upset, now what you do is you practice discipline and you stop yourself. And even though you say, I want to say this, you say, nah, I'm not gonna say that. That ain't right. That's mook behavior. Telling another man that SMD you is mook behavior. Because before you say it, you have to think it. You have to see it. You have to visualize it. You don't say nothing out your mouth that you don't visualize first. That's a fact, homie. You don't say nothing out your mouth that you don't visualize first. That's a fact. So if you tell another man to suck my blank, you have visualized that man doing those acts to you. Yeah, I am Aboriginal, exactly. And the nigga try to tell you, no, that's not, I don't, yeah, because you got mook behavior in you. If you don't agree with that, I don't expect, listen, I don't expect Rainbow Coalition members to agree with me, homie. Keep telling other men to suck you off. That's your thing. That's a New York thing. That's your shit. I ain't really trying to convince you to stop. I'm telling you what it is, and that's it. If you continue to do it, then that's on you. You telling another man to suck you off, you just as bad as Hassan Campbell. Hassan Campbell told Doggy Diamonds he was going to knock his block off. Hassan Campbell told Doggy Diamonds he was going to knock his boots from the back. You telling another man you want him to suck you off. Y'all all the same. You can't diss Hassan Campbell and not diss yourself, homie. That's a New York thing. Who thing is that? It's a New York thing. It's your thing. Hassan Campbell told Doggy Diamonds the next time he see him, he was going to bend him over and do X, Y, and Z. You got mad and you told another man to come and suck you off. Y'all mook. That's all mook behavior. All right? So again, that's why I say I rock with Haas. Haas is him. Haas said it is. Haas a dude that said this would happen. This how I'm moving. This what I'm doing. Just talk real talk and Zippy with the drippy and all you other New Yorkers, y'all hide behind this gangster persona. Y'all hide behind the red flag, the Bloods and the Crips. Y'all hide behind these titles of hooligans. But then you turn right around and you tell another man to suck you off. I got a son. Boy, what belt the ass I ever hear him say that. And then after I put belt to his ass, I'm going to sit him down and I'm going to explain to him you understand, as a big dog, why you never say that. Dad, I was just upset. I was mad. I wanted to disrespect him. Well, you find another way to disrespect him. You don't disrespect yourself trying to disrespect another man, homie. You never disrespect yourself in the hopes of disrespecting another man. So you never say that. You find another way. It's a million ways to skin a cat. It's a million ways to skin a cat, and the only way you can figure out to do it is to ask him to do some sexual Come on, homie. I'ma chop that down every time, homie. Every time. Nasty work. And it's only New York dudes that's going, yeah. I threw that in there, cause I know you. Hey, Corrupt, you see I slipped that in there for him, right? You see, I don't know. Hey, look. You say that, though, just talk real talk. You say that respectfully. You say that so crazy Yeah. That's what you say. That's what you say. That's what you say. Me and you went to war before. You said that. You said that to me. You understand? I'm a grown man on grown man business, homie. On grown man business. Never been break a fold for nothing. I ain't like Zippy. Ain't nobody come out and say I was doing shit. I ain't like y'all. Zip with the drip, Mikey B, 10 toes up. All y'all got mook allegations. I ain't got that. But you know what you did when you talked to me? You told me the SMD. A grown ass man, homie, with a big ass beard. So don't act like you ain't a part of that. I'm just correcting you. Hopefully you don't do that to nobody else. Hopefully you don't talk like that no more. Hopefully you keep it 100. I put a hot dog, a Frank. I didn't put no sexual toys or nothing sexual. You took it like that. But a hot dog on your mouth is not the same as you telling me the SMD, you homie. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be, man. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be at all times. This is not something we running from. This is not something we look, let me show you something, man. Let me show you something. We're gonna get off topic real quick. Salute to Just Talk Real Talk. I see you in the chat. Now, Just Talk Real Talk, right? Just Talk Real Talk told me the SMD, right? And I was upset about that. You know what I'm saying? So I posted some stuff in my community about Just Talk Real Talk. I'm gonna show you. And it is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. But this picture right here, and you telling somebody to suck you off is not the same thing, homie. It's not the same thing. So let's talk. Let's talk about this. You in the chat? We gonna address this. Got 78 people in the chat. We gonna address it. Then. Let's just put it out there. Get it out there. Fuck it. It is what it is, right? This is the picture that Just Talk Real Talk is talking about right here, right? Right here. This is the picture that I put up of Just Talk Real Talk. Right here. This is a hot dog, homie. I don't know what you think this is or what you feel like this is, but this is a hot dog to your mouth. This is a hot dog to your mouth. All right? This is not the same. That's not the same thing as you telling somebody to suck you off, homie. I don't know where you got the two confused at. I'm not sure. Okay, hold on. We can play. I'm gonna show you. Because this is just respectfully. I'm gonna show you again. I'll show you another one. I posted a few of them when me and Just Talk Real Talk was going to war. I posted a few of them. Here go another one right here. A Frank to your mouth, homie. This dude, 100% Frank. This is what happened when you go to war with Grown Man Business TV. I put the Frank to your mouth. All right? But I never told you to suck me off, homie. I never told you to do that. I never told you. I never told you to perform any sexual manners or any sexual favors. I never told you to do that. You understand? So you got to know the difference in what you're dealing with when you're dealing with this. You can't just be telling dudes, nah, son, that's nasty work. That's nasty work. You understand what I'm saying? That's filthy work. And we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna go live again tonight, just talking. We're gonna go back on this. But for right now, that's what it was. All right? Salute to the chat. No freaky. Salute to the chat. Hold on. I got it. Hold on. You already know I'm an old man, right? I'm an old man. Hold on. I'm an old man. So, hold on. I'm an old man. So, we're going to do it like this because I got to use the bathroom real quick. This is not what it is. All right? You're going to understand this. You're going to understand this, right? The game don't work like that. The game don't work like that, B. All right? Salute to the chat. Yeah. Yeah. Ole. Drug dealer music. Yeah. Ole. Drug dealer music. Yeah. Hallelujah. 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 Drug dealer music. Yeah. Hallelujah. Yeah. It is what it is. What it do? Yeah, I'm an old man. You feel me? I'm an old man, baby. Salute to the chat. You feel me? Y'all know what time it is. Hey, listen to me. I don't know how a hot dog is weird when New York City has 24-hour hot dog stands, homie. New York City has 24-hour hot dog stands where those dudes are able to wake up at 2, 3, 4 in the morning and go out and get a fresh hot dog straight from the hot. New York City is the only place on the globe in America where you can get up and get a hot dog 24 hours a day. I'm talking about Nathan's. I'm talking about cookouts. I don't know what y'all talking about. You know what I'm saying? Salute to the chat. I don't know what y'all talking about. You know what I mean? Y'all know what time it is. Salute to the chat, man. We gonna get back to the content. This is Grown Man Business TV. We going swimming today. Salute to the chat, man. We definitely going swimming today. Let's get back to this content, though. And salute to Just Talk Real Talk. Me and Just Talk Real Talk, we went to war. And when we went to war with each other, these are the things that came about, homie. You know what I mean? Straight Franks to your mouth. You know what I mean? Salute. Oh, Just Talk Real Talk, you gone? Yeah, we went to war. I rock with Just Talk. He good people. You know what I'm saying? But before we became kosher, before we became cool, we went to war. And when we went to war, yeah, this is what I did. You say how was that weird? How's that weird? How's that weird? Mo Franks, hold on. Mo Franks. You feel me? 100% Franks. That's what. Hold on. That's what happened. Just Frank, real Franks. 100% Franks. And this is a hot dog. I don't know what y'all think that is, but this is a hot dog, and New Yorkers love hot dogs. So I gave him a hot dog because I know that New Yorkers love hot dogs. And they have 24-hour hot dog stands in New York City where you're able to go get hot dogs any time of night. You're able to go and get a Frank, and you can put ketchup or mustard on it, and any time of night. A glizzy to the mouth. You can go. In New York City, they have glizzy eating contests where Nathan's, and they have these sports arenas where they have men in there that eat 50 to 60 to 70 glizzies in 20 minutes. It's a hot dog, man. I'm not insinuating anything. You take it how you want to take it. I know that New Yorkers love hot dogs. They love them. They have 24-hour hot dog stands. Now, whatever you thinking in your mind, that's your mind. I didn't think none of that. I figured, hey, y'all New York niggas love hot dogs. Now, I didn't tell that man that SMD. That's not the same thing. When you tell a man to suck you off, you showing mook behavior. A grown man eating a hot dog, that's just a grown man eating a hot dog. Salute. Salute. Trooper 969. I see you in the chat. Yeah. I'm just You know, you could take it how you want. It's funny to me. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason why I posted it, because we was going to war. And, you know, I can show you I can show you right here. It says right here, look at this. It says, wait, let me get closer. Just Frank Real Franks is the second YouTuber to earn a Frank on his mouth. Congratulations. Salute. I'ma get paid anytime I speak on these little niggas. Who's next? Just Talk Real Talk. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Let's Get to That was the first. He was the first to get a Frank on his mouth. So I ain't doing nothing. I'm not participating in no moot behavior. That ain't what we do where I'm from. Because I could have did something like put an eggplant on his mouth or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I could have did him dirty like that and really did something that was kind of, you know, but I'm not participating in, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. And sometime when you eat, now I don't eat hot dogs. I know New Yorkers like to eat hot dogs, but I don't eat hot dogs. All right? All right? Now, sometime when you eat hot dogs, you spill the ketchup and the mustard. It spills on your mouth. And there I gave him this one right here. This dude, Just Frank Real Franks, 100% pork Frank. Make sure you put the pork Frank in there. Still got my name in his mouth. I see. You only gonna get community posts from here from now on. You're not worth the content, right? So I was just showing them, you know, I was just giving them an opportunity. It's a hot dog. I didn't put nothing on his mouth that was gay. But when you tell a man to suck you off, you're practicing and you're showing moot behavior. So listen, man, we're gonna let Haas do a little. I wanted to put that in there because my man was in the chat trying to explain why he's told me to SMD him. Oh, because you put a hot dog, you put a Frank near my, it's a fucking hot dog. That don't got no, you telling me to perform a sexual act on you that's moot behavior. All right? Let's talk about it, Haas.
How many people he used to chase and things that he had? How many motherfuckers that he say was standing there? How many people he say was sitting there? That's not cool, baby. I give a fuck, man. I'm 57 years old, man.
Talk to him, Haas.
50 years old, man. Y'all are tearing us apart with the bullshit, man. If this was something that was on your mind, this shit should have been out 20 years ago, 25 years ago. You carry a brand.
I can't stand when people tell other people when and how long they should hurt. Listen to his and B Stinger, this is what you call your friends. This is what you wanted to get back with. Niggas that ain't have no remorse for you. Nasty work.
You don't destroy a brand, bro.
Nasty work, man. Hey, look, man, big salute to everybody that's in the chat. Big salute to everybody that's locked in. You already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. I got some business to handle. We're going to go live again tonight, though. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you locked in. So when I go live, when we go live tonight, you feel what I'm saying? It'll be easy. You get the notification. You make sure you in the building. I'm going to go live on a split screen tonight as well so that we can go ahead and do this. You know, this conversation, somebody want to come up or whatever, I'm going to figure that out. Make sure the link is in the chat. You know what I'm saying? And we going up, man. They can't stop the forward progression of this channel. They can't stop us. I already challenged the strike. We going to get that strike out of here. A couple of days, it'll be gone. Yeah. I done went to war with a lot of YouTubers. Spider Loke, Zippy with the Drippy, Just Talk Real. I go to war with a lot of you niggas, and you earn glizzies when you go to war with me. Huh? Especially you New York niggas. Y'all love glizzies. That y'all made up the name Glizzy. Y'all got 24-hour glizzy stands out there in New York City. Don't fight it. It is what it is, little people. That's gonna be, man. So listen, it's your boy Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? You can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in. Yeah. I suggest you tap into this Grown Man Business. I suggest you tap into this Grown Man content at all times. You already know what it is. It's straight off the brick into the bottles. We giving it to you straight off the brick into the bottles. Straight raw, pure, uncut, no extras, no preservatives. We not sugarcoat nothing, and we not dressing nothing up, homie. We giving it to you straight raw, no diddy. Busta Rhymes, you know, you was real disrespectful about American culture, and all I wanted to do was expose your culture, the culture that you brought from your, wherever, Jamaica, Caribbean, wherever you was at, you brought it to over here. Africa Bambaataa, the same thing. Y'all gonna stand on what y'all did to rap music. When y'all brought hip hop over here, when y'all was hippity hopping and hippity with each other, when y'all was going to Bronx River and y'all was, the freaks come out at night, the freaks come out, and then y'all was hipping and hipping with each other. Is what it is, homie. Hey, look, the ghost. Glad to see you in the chat, homie. I'll wear that title. I ain't no hater, though. I ain't no hater. But whatever you want to call it, I'll wear it. I'm the one that's going to point out the chinks in the armor. All that shit y'all tried to sell us is BS, homie. Y'all got all of that shit from Canal Street. Yeah, the word hip-hop, it's not real, it's fake. The word hip-hop is was y'all was hipping and hopping and hipping and hopping and hips. Yeah, y'all was hipping and hopping with each other. Grown-ass men hopping and hipping with each other. Huh? Yeah. The ghost. I see you in the chat, homie. It's always good to see you. This what y'all was doing, the ghost, right here. How could I be a hater? That's Africa Bambaataa right there. This what y'all was doing in New York, the ghost. This what you was doing in New York right there. And you call me a hater because I expose it. You call me a hater because I pointed it out. This is where Young Thug and Lil Uzi Vert got their style from. This is New York. This is the real New York. The ghost. This is the real New York. Yeah, I'll pull you up. We could talk about it. This is the New York Zippy with the drippy. This is the New York that Zippy with the drippy don't want to talk about. This is the New York that the ghosts say I'm hating on. This is Africa Bambaataa. Why is the freaks come out at, the freaks come out. The freaks come out. Look at his eyes, homie. Look how his eyes is glazed over. You think he ain't tired? You come on, son. And then y'all want to, come on, son. Hating on what? Hating on what? Nothing to hate on, man. He's the biggest New York. You should be hating on yourself, homie. You should. Why y'all leave this part out right here? When y'all talk about New York, why you leave this part out right here? How y'all forget about this? And then y'all get mad and call me a hater, and y'all get mad at Hassan Campbell because he exposing this shit. Y'all ain't, listen, the ghost, we gonna talk, but y'all ain't, why y'all ain't never bring this part up when y'all tell us that y'all created hip hop? Y'all created the title hip hop, where y'all was hipping and hopping. These niggas was hipping and hopping with each other. That's where hip hop came from. Hippity hop, the skip bop, the grew up, the doo wop, the biggity bee. That's what y'all was doing with each other out there in New York City. Why is his face so close to his waist? That's because the freaks come out at night. The freaks come out. The freaks come out at night. The freaks come out. The freaks come out. The freaks come out at night. What you protecting, homie? When you say I'm a hater, what I'm hating on? Well, you're gonna have a chance tonight to talk about that. You're gonna have a chance tonight to address that. You might want to do your homework before you get in. I'm not one of them ones, homie. I am the one. I am the exceptional nigga out of 10,000 they was talking about in the Django. I'm him. You get to talking about New York and all that, don't leave that part out, nigga. Don't leave that part out, homie. Huh? Don't leave this part out, man. Right here. This what y'all was doing in New York City, right here. Halter tops and shit. Y'all was wearing halter tops with the dog chain around your neck and your man breast was out. Y'all, we wasn't doing that in VA. Your whole goddamn... Listen, man. Listen. This dude right here, New York City, inspired this right here. Right here. Why is his man breast out like that? Y'all was rocking with that in New York City. Why do he got a dog collar with his man and his cleavage out? Why is he covering up his nipples right there with the halter top on like that? Why is that happening right there? And a nigga tell me I'm hating. Why is he standing, opening his, spreading his dress open like that? Why is this happening right here? That Jamaican culture that he brought over here. Yeah. Yeah, but you want to tell me I'm hating. This right here, listen to me. This right here inspired this right here. Huh? Huh? You see it, right? Right here? This right here is the inspiration for this right here. Huh? This right here. Huh? Huh? So the ghost, don't you ever open your mouth, man, to question me, and then you got you dudes just walking around with your goddamn underarms. Come on, this nigga got a halter top on, son. Hip hop was created in New York City. The term, not the actual act, not the culture, but the word hip hop. And when y'all created the term hip hop, y'all was hipping and hopping in hips and spreading hips and hipping and hopping with each other. And then y'all spreaded it out to the United States. So when you saw Pharrell Williams, you might have seen one or two dudes from VA dressed like that. Pharrell and Pusha T. You ain't seen nobody. But I got a whole I could name 100 dudes from New York City. 200 dudes from New York City. Huh? That was hipping and hopping and hopping and hipping and hopping with each other. The hip hop coalition. That's what you guys was doing. You was hipping and hopping with each other. Huh? 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 Y'all was hipping and hopping with each other. So yeah, you might have seen Pharrell Williams dressed like that. He was influenced by New York City. You might have seen Pusha T walk through the door. He was influenced by what y'all created in New York City. Hip hop. Huh? 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 Look at his hips. Look right there. Somebody look at this. Somebody come and look at this. Somebody come and look at this. Watch his hips right here. Watch how he move his hips. Watch this. Oh, there it go. There it go. There it go. The freak coming out of, the freaks come out. The freaks come out. Why he got a dress on, homie? Look at his hips. Oh, there it go. Oh, there it go. Oh, there it go. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? Listen, man, you can tap in, you can tap out, but you do know my slogan. You do know what I suggest. You understand what I'm saying? And I suggest you tap in.